In a cozy house on a quiet street lived a curious kitty named Whiskers. His fur was soft, his eyes bright, and his heart was always ready for an adventure. One afternoon, while lounging by the window, Whiskers spotted something strange, an unfamiliar, colorful ball of yarn rolling by on its own. Intrigued, Whiskers jumped to his paws and gave chase. Where did this come from? He wondered, eyes wide with curiosity. The yarn ball bounced along the living room floor, heading straight for the open door. Whiskers bolted after it, his little paws barely touching the ground. Out the door it went, rolling into the garden, where the flowers swayed in the breeze. Whiskers darted between the petals, determined not to lose sight of his new prize. But no matter how fast he ran, the yarn ball always stayed just out of reach. Why won't it stop? Whiskers thought, frustration growing. As the ball rolled through the gate, it seemed to pick up speed. Whiskers pushed harder, following it down the cobblestone path that led out of town. The ball led him through a field where bunnies hopped and butterflies flitted about. They paused to watch Whiskers, amused by his wild chase. As Whiskers raced past, a bunny called out, "The yarn ball looks magical." Whiskers didn't stop to respond, but wondered if the bunny was right. The ball rolled over a hill and disappeared for a moment. Whiskers reached the top and saw it heading straight toward the beach, shimmering in the sunlight. At the beach, the ball seemed to dance along the shoreline. Whiskers followed, his paws splashing through the waves. But something strange happened. As the ball rolled, it left glowing marks in the sand, symbols that sparkled before vanishing with the tide. Whiskers paused, puzzled by the symbols. What do they mean, he thought. But the ball was already moving again, so he hurried on. The yarn rolled into the forest, where the trees stood tall and shadows grew long. Whiskers cautiously entered, watching the ball as it twisted and turned between roots and rocks. Suddenly, a crow landed on a nearby branch, cawing loudly. "The ball knows where it's going," the crow said cryptically. "But do you?" Whiskers tilted his head. "What do you mean?" he asked, but the crow only cawed and flew away, leaving him more confused. The deeper they went into the forest, the darker it became. The ball now glowed faintly, illuminating the path ahead like a tiny lantern. Whiskers followed the glowing yarn ball until it reached a clearing in the forest. There, in the center, stood a mysterious old stone archway. The yarn ball stopped just in front of the arch, spinning in place as if waiting.